Center Mass said, "Is this happening?" No, Center Mass, you are experiencing a mass hallucination at the moment. It's all make-believe. You have fallen into the Matrix, and I am your chosen YouTube propagandist today, bear of the internet. Good morning to everybody in the chat. We're going to do the brief today. It's the 15th of November, 2023. To the 40% of y'all who watch the show but are unsubscribed, if you're in the non-permissive subscription environment, I understand. If you're in your mom's basement, get your life together, subscribe to the show, ring the little bell icon. It's going to be okay. I promise you. For everybody that's is subscribed and is not new here, you know what to do. Share the show with somebody you love. Okay. The show, as always, is brought to us by the creator of the universe, the fine people at Patreon, link in the description, and refugemedical.com, for whom I am the chief shilling officer because I'm also the founder and CEO. Good morning, Tato. All right, we're going to talk about, We All Gonna Die Wednesday. And that is a colloquial phrase we use around here, meaning that, hey, you're going to die sooner or later. So in the vein of the Stoics, memento mori, remember you will die. And because you will die, therefore, do important things. Do things that matter today and every day. Because we probably won't die today, but we will die one day. And when you shuffle off this mortal coil, your goal should be to hear at the end of an age, well done, good and faithful servant. Not, well, master, you gave me talents and I buried them in the ground. Here's your talent back. I had a talent to begin with. If I wanted one talent back, I wouldn't have given it to you, buddy. Okay? Okay. I'm going to talk about Israel and Hamas. Alan said, we all can die today. Found out last night that the Father blessed us with a baby boy. Praise Yah. Well, may he put a hedge of protection around you and your wife and your children, brother. Your whole house. It's going to be good. We are going to die one day, but probably not today. Yah's will be done. Brother Gas, what's up, bro? 100-pound hail. We're going to talk about Israel and Hamas today. We're going to do a little bit of an update on Trump's 2024 election bid. We're going to talk about the southwest corner of Iceland potentially exploding, and also the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, are ramping up their testing at airports for SARS-CoV-2, which is an indicator. Sorry, I just puked in my mouth a little bit. Who even cares anymore? I don't care. But they care. And remember, you pay them with your taxpayer dollars. Now, to the brief. Bear Independent Brief, 15 November 23. Don't eat the bugs. Mike, I promise you, I will not eat the bugs. I will eat the sheep and the chickens and the turkeys and the cows and the deers and the goats and the bread that we make from the wheat and all the other things. Now, in the 6th week of its offensive, Israel is continuing to target hospitals in Gaza. The nation has repeatedly said that Hamas runs its operations from the tunnels beneath the hospitals and other civilian infrastructure. Fact check. True. Naturally, hospitals are one of the types of civilian infrastructure that is protected during wartime, but as part of humanitarian international law. But if those hospital sites are locations of military activity, all bets are off. So far in Gaza, there have been at least 137 attacks on health facilities because terrorists are a-holes and they co-locate amongst civilian infrastructure. Also, something that most people aren't talking about, in places like Ukraine, they of the Gomer region in biblical times. What do you mean biblical times? I don't know. We're probably living in some right now. But a little place called Ukraine, Crimea, the Russians that nobody's talking about, are specifically targeting medics and ambulances. That's not allowed per international law either. But this funny thing happens with international law during times of conflict. It goes right out the window. Yeah. Now at Al-Shifa, the biggest hospital in Gaza, doctors are refusing to leave the 700 at-risk patients there, fearing that those people would die if left behind. Local health officials have denied Israel's claim that Hamas is hiding in the basement of this hospital. Although new intelligence reports are coming out over the last 48 hours or so, showing that some pipes have been added from the basement floors of the hospital, which your taxpayer dollars built in 1978, I believe. How's that working out for us? That these pipes are run from the basement up to the surface. And what are the pipes for? They're for ventilation. Why for ventilation? Because there's way too many people in the basement, aka terrorists co-located with civilian infrastructure, and believed to be, although unsubstantiated, at least at my level of understanding, that some of the hostages that have been taken by Hamas are located underneath that hospital. Don't know, but that's the supposition. Still, the hospital has been so besieged that it had been without refrigeration for days, and morgue staff had to dig a mass grave outside for over 120 bodies. Dr. Munir al-Bursh, the Director General of the Health Ministry in Gaza, which is like, jumbo shrimp, told CNN, quote, "The problem is not the doctors, it's the patients. If they are left behind, they will die, and if they are transferred, they will die on the way. This is the problem," end quote. Palestinian authorities called for a ceasefire on Tuesday for the evacuation of the patients from Al-Shifa Hospital. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza now says that over 11,000 people have been killed, and as the innocent continues to suffer greatly, international pressure is mounting. Global protests by pro-Palestinian protesters